Jersey City shooting was a terrorist attack. Even though I've watched a live stream of that horrific shooting that took place on the 10th of December, 2019, I've long suspected that this event was nothing more than a domestic terrorist attack. But this attack was unusual in that it took place in a predominantly Jewish neighborhood in Jersey City, New Jersey. Although the mainstream media, lying bastards that they are, claimed it was a drug deal gone bad, it has become abundantly clear that this was no ordinary, isolated incident. It was in fact, a terrorist attack. Perpetrated by two African American individuals who supposedly belonged to a black Israelite religious group, one male, the other female. Among the victims were 3 civilians. A female store owner, a male employee, and a male customer. It has been reported that the male suspect entered into the kosher store after departing from a stolen U-Haul that was related to the brutal murder of an unknown male, and fatally opened fire on 3 individuals. Suspects David N. Anderson and Francine Graham were killed after a heated fight with police inside the kosher store. They were also suspects in the murder of a Uber driver in Bayonne in the weekend prior to the attack. Police found several weapons, including an AR-15 rifle, Mossberg 12-gauge shotgun, 9mm Ruger, 9mm Glock 17, Ruger Mark V with homemade silencer and homemade brass catcher, which was, of course, unused. There have been speculation as to the motive behind the killings, among them, a drug deal gone bad, anti-Semitic violence, which would classify it as a hate crime. So far, there have been numerous hate crimes perpetrated against Jewish people in New York City, especially in Manhattan and Brooklyn. Despite all that happened, I have a hard time believing that there's nothing more to this story, that this was just a random incident. That these individuals decided to just senselessly murder people out of the blue. That this was simply some drug deal gone horribly wrong. The Jersey shooting wasn't just a terrorist attack, it was a psy-op, created by the shadow government, designed to escalate a possible race war between African Americans and Jewish Americans. Which of course brings up lots of questions. 1. Were the suspects under surveillance by the FBI? If so, why wasn't anything done to alert local authorities of a pending attack? 2. Why was a U-Haul, that was supposedly stolen, so seemingly placed so conveniently in the area prior to carrying out the attack? Was the vehicle left unattended by the driver? Were the suspects observing the driver and the vehicle and then decided to steal it? 3. Why did the mainstream media say this wasn't a terrorist attack, despite the fact that a pipe bomb was found inside the stolen U-Haul van in a predominantly Jewish neighborhood, as well as the fact that David N. Anderson's social media page was filled with black Hebrew Israelite, anti-police and anti-Semitic writings and rantings? 4. Why did the local cop, who some claim knew the suspect, approach the vehicle alone without a secondary officer for backup? 5. Where exactly did they get the weapons from? Since some of the guns were homemade, it could be surmised that the 2 suspects, now deceased, studied guerrilla warfare and tactics, possibly from a website or hard copy book from a local library. So far, these questions have yet to be answered. But the most damning evidence of all is the Masonic numbering of the attack. The attack occurred on the 10th of December, 2019. 6 people died, including the suspects, and 3 were injured. If you take the number 9 that is in 2019 and flipped it upside down, you get the 6. And also, if you look closely at the time, 12:30 p.m., which is when the attack occurred, add 3 plus 3 equals 6. Add 1 plus 2, which gives you 6. Now, you know that this terrorist attack was orchestrated by the elite. The Jersey shooting wasn't just a terrorist attack, it was a psy-op, created by the shadow government, designed to escalate a possible race war between African Americans and Jewish Americans, destroy the Second Amendment, and ultimately, put the country under martial law and warrantless surveillance. For more information on this story, visit the links in the description box and don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.